morning, Dog Pound South campers. This is the Cleveland Browns Dog Pound South podcast, part of the Fanatical Elves Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. I'm your host, Steve Gill. Well, as you can see, I'm still wearing my VR t-shirt after watching a fantastic defensive effort by the Ohio State Buckeyes. Not worrying about the defense. Offense still needs a little work, but it's early in college, and this is what happens. In the pros, they have, scrimmages and preseason games. That shows you how old I am. Preseason games, but now, college, they don't have that anymore. And I kind of like it. A lot of people have argued that they should have preseason games for college. No, this is what college is all about. The good teams reload and work and get better. I was pleasantly surprised by the Ohio State quarterback saying, I went to an SEC school, by the way, anchor down, Vandy, 45-3 over Carolina Southern. They were clicking all game long. So, I could see where some teams can't get ready in time. But Ohio State was ready. And Matt Patricia's got that defense playing at a high caliber, top 5 right now. So anyway, other than that, the big news was Jimmy and Andrew Berry were in Columbus, I guess, to see Arch Manning. Arch Manning needs to stay in school a couple of years. I know he's only started 3 games, and this was his first road game. I'll give him that kind of latitude, but I would prefer to have Shedeur now under NFL coaching, especially under Kevin Stefanski, Tommy Rees, and Bill Musgrave. I'd rather have them teaching and coaching Shedeur Sanders than Arch Manning next year. That's just the way I feel. And I'm not the biggest Shedeur Sanders fan, but let's face facts. He's getting NFL now. And we still don't know the ceiling on Shedeur Sanders. So let's on all this, got to take this guy, got to take that guy in 26. No, let's see what happens. Now, on the other quarterbacks, Klubnik and Clemson, he needs to stay. Nesbier, LSU, he looked good. He looked very good, very efficient. But like I said, way too early to be looking at quarterbacks in next year's draft. Last year, the quarterbacks going into college football, and I've said this before, was Quinn Ewers and Carson Beck. Nobody. I'm still waiting to find out if Cam Ward is the guy. I personally don't think so. I don't think any quarterback in this past draft should have gone in the first round. It just was a bad quarterback draft comparative to other drafts. So, college football. It started. Gotta love it. Moving on. Browns. A week from today, they're going to be playing. I'll be watching the pregame show a week from today at the new Middle Tennessee Brown Specker Bar here in Green Light. If you're in Nashville, please come on by. You will not be disappointed. We usually do a first game barbecue, and president of our club, Ernie Nagy, knows how to smoke pork. Let me just tell you. It'll be good. So, all in all, don't really know that much about the Cincinnati Bengals yet. I haven't dived into it. Article this week, preview article. All I know is they re-signed Trey Hendrickson, which is good for them. But I still don't see any great defense coming out of Cincinnati. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's take a break. All right. Their offense is going to be playing on all cylinders, the Bengals. But as we've seen in the past, Myles Garrett loves to throw Joe Burrow around. Um, Denzel Ward, when he's on the top of his game, can handle Chase. It's the other couple wide receivers I might worry about, but we'll see. We'll see. Their offense still isn't elite. It's still a work in progress. So, and the what I've heard about the Browns' offensive line is, like the two scrimmages in Philly, they dominated. They played well against the Panthers. So, and they look good against the Rams. I'm looking forward to seeing Joe Flacco. I'm looking forward to see what Isaiah Bond. We don't know yet. So let's see what happens. Like I said, I haven't really dived into the Cincinnati Bengals yet. I will, and I'll have an article out with Fans First Sports Network. Just follow along. Looking at the A, it surprises me that there are two out of the four teams that, if they do not make the playoffs, their coaches will be fired, and it's not the Cleveland Browns. Zach Taylor and Mike Tomlin. I mean, you got to think that if neither one of those teams make the playoffs, their coaches will be fired. Now, Cincinnati kind of surprises me because Mike Brown likes to hang on to coaches simply because he doesn't want to have to pay two coaches at once. And Mike Tomlin, everybody just praises the crap out of him, but he's getting to the point where he needs to win a playoff game, and he hasn't for 8 years, and that's driving Steeler fans crazy. And I don't blame them. I mean, they put out a top five defense every year, and they have pieces on offense that can be elite. I am not convinced Aaron Rodgers is the answer. He looks old and slow. He's only a year older than Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco looks like he's 10 years younger than Aaron Rodgers. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I've said, the first six games for the Browns is tough. Very, very tough. And it's made worse by Green Bay picking up Micah Parsons. Now we got to face him again in back-to-back years. Hopefully, the offensive line will be healthy and be ready because he's going to line up all over the place for the Rams. And for the Packers. The Packers instantly got better, and that's going to be an interesting division to watch. The NFC North with the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. I'm not a big J.J. McCarthy fan, obviously. He hasn't taken a snap in a regular season. We'll see how he does. But yeah, that's going to be a tough division. The Browns, of course, in the AFC North, always tough. Everybody's touting the AFC West. They expect the Raiders to be a surprise team. We'll have to wait and see. That's the beauty of preseason in the NFL, going into the first week in the NFL. Anything can happen. Did you think last year Cincinnati was going to get their butt kicked? No. Did you think Detroit would beat Kansas City? No. So let's just wait and see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic. As you know, I'm a realist, and I will stick to that notion. But I can't wait to see how the practices go this week. If the offensive line is healthy and doing their job, the running game will work. As for Quinshon Judkins, NFL still hasn't ruled. No, there's not a big contract dispute. It is just the fact that the NFL is dragging their feet again. So, after that, we'll find out. But I'm pretty confident with the offensive line, like Samuel said Thursday night, preschoolers. If you have a great offensive line, even a group of preschoolers can get rushing yards. So we'll see how the preschoolers do. All right, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching, listening, subscribing, and following us here at the Fanatical Elves Network. I'm your host, Steve Gill, and this has been the Cleveland Browns Dog Pound South podcast for the Fanatical Oils Network, part of the Fans First Sports Network. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful Labor Day. 7 more days, Browns fans. 7 more days and almost 30 minutes. We'll find out what the Cleveland Browns offense looks like. So everybody have a great day and go Browns.